Hi. How are you guys? I'm back. Happy Saturday to you. And it actually is Saturday for real, too. How cool is that? I'm on, right? It says I'm live. I don't see any viewers or anything. Edit post. Yeah, hopefully this is working. Oh, yay. I am on, right? I'm on? Am I on? Hello? Is this thing on? How are you? Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Happy to be back. I love talking to you guys. Happy Saturday. We're going to be talking astrology. There's a lot of stuff going on. Happy Saturday, Michelle. Maybe I should turn off that big bright light. Maybe that's distracting. Hello, Natersia. I haven't seen you since a while ago, but I remember that name. And I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, now it's really dark, isn't it? That's okay. I can use this light. I think that light was more of a distraction, but now it looks kind of dark. It's okay. We'll get our lighting. Maybe, is that a little bit better? A little bit too bright. Is that all right? It's not especially bright, but hi, Holly. Thanks for joining tonight. Yeah, the lighting's not the best, but it's all right. That big bright thing behind my head was too distracting. I don't have a candle lit. What's wrong with me? I always have a candle lit, except for when I forget to light one. Hi, Denise. Yay, look at all you guys coming on. I think nighttime is the right time. What do you guys think? Nighttime is the right time for Facebook Live. Yeah. Candle. Let's get our candle action going. Maybe another candle. Let's do a nice white one. Candles are awesome. So do you guys know a whole bunch of planets are retrograde? So let's talk about that. Let's talk about it tonight. Retrograde planets. Hello, Lori. Woohoo! Hello, 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 hello. How wonderful. Yay. I like to see wonderful, happy people. And your names show up in green, and green is like a green light, which kind of makes me smile. You know, when you're in an intersection, the light goes green. Yay, you get to go. So welcome. I really like you guys. I want to share a gift. I posted a picture. There it is. Let me show you. One of my clients gave me this. Oh man, it's really hard to see. Especially when I'm blocking the camera. Can you see that? It's a dolphin etched into a big selenite palm stone. Oh God, don't look at my fingernails. I just love this thing. It is the coolest thing ever. I just love it. And she said it reminded her of my tattoo, which I love. I do love this tattoo. And I love dolphins. Dolphins hold a very special energy. All right. So I've given you some time to hop on board. So let's get to the meat of it. Unless you're veg. Let's get to the eggplant of it. How are you guys? Stuff for me has been amazing. I am really busy, but like in a comfortable busy. So I have always been a workaholic. I pride myself in my work. I always have. And since everything that's going on currently is going on currently, it has caused us all to have to slow down a little bit and reevaluate our priorities, our values, our belief system, maybe our purpose and mission, and that really deep stuff. And for me, I am applying now the understanding that I don't always need to be on. I don't always need to be performing. I don't always need to be under pressure, which of course I put there myself, to, get the website updated, add this workshop, do that, shop for this. And, besides being a single parent, and, I've got 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 birds, and then my family occupants of the domicile, and then clients and friends, you guys. And so there's a lot of directions that I have to work in, like, every day. And I've been coming to a realization that I don't have to hurry. Why am I putting myself under undue pressure? Slow down. So I always advise clients to slow down. I need to take that advice. I must practice what I preach. I must walk my talk, right? Otherwise, I'm not legitimate. And so I definitely have been having ample sleep, which is amazing. And what's your guys' schedule like? Like, I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning, and I sleep till like 11. My dreams have been profound. The energies of this planet are ascending very rapidly, and it is forcing people to have some version of a spiritual awakening. Oops, I gotta scroll down. I guess a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, people! Hey, Dennis and Julianne. I might do a card. Hello, first time here. I can't read it. Kaz. Hi, Kaz. Amanda. Kim. Hi, Lori. Lori and Lori, my 2 besties from school. Okay, am I scrolling the right way or am I going backwards? It's so hard for me to slow down. Okay, you're with me here. I'm in overdrive all the time. We have the same sleep schedule. Hi, Leanne. Yeah, so self-care is so important, Lori. Yes, it really is. You've got to take care of yourself. And we were raised, pretty much trained to always put everybody else first and put ourselves last. And that does not hold water anymore. We understand now, if we are not our best self, then we don't have our best self to give. We can't put our best foot forward if we don't have nice comfy shoes. Something like that. So I just want to touch on a couple things. So first, astrology. I am going to be teaching astrology. It's so much fun, and I love it so much. And I just keep on learning and going deeper. So I'm way ahead of myself there, but I have an awesome, like an astrology 101. And I've taught it at actually a couple of libraries and some other venues, some other holistic places. I can't even remember, but it's a well-oiled workshop. It's really, really good. So I'm going to be bringing that up and doing it live with you guys. And then if everything goes well, I'll record it. And then anybody who wants to watch it or order that after can. The crystals workshop, were you there? That workshop was awesome. So I'm going to be doing it again. And I just ordered crystals last night for a more advanced workshop on feeling crystal energy, and it's kind of accessing some higher dimensions. So that's going to be super awesome. I can't wait. So once I get the crystal, there's the spirit thing. So once I get the crystals, once I have them in my hot little hands, I will make that workshop active and we'll book it. So I'm not going to book it until I actually get the crystals. And I have to make sure that, you know, they're legitimate and everything else. All right. So astrology, I'm also going to be teaching tarot if you want to learn how to read tarot cards, which is, you know, I only do what I love, and everybody should be like that. Do what you love. If there's stuff that you have to do that you hate, come from it from the other angle. Like maybe you hate washing dishes. So you could think, when I wash dishes, think of the end result. I'm making them clean, and then having cleanliness makes me feel good, right? So if you hate cooking, you're making food for yourself or maybe those that you love, and you infuse love into what it is that you do. I mean, it's energy. Imagine going to a restaurant and like having food prepared from people that hate their job, they're miserable. And now think about when you go to like them little mom and pop places and everything's home cooked there for you, and they greet you and they're all like, hello, beautiful people, and they make you feel awesome. And they prepare that meal with kind-hearted love. There is a distance, I was gonna say. There's a difference. There's a big difference. And so just think about that with everything that you do. So if you, well, I say drop into your heart, but bring your awareness into your heart and you operate from there. So when you operate from a place of compassion all the time, your life will change in huge ways. So there's a lot of synchronicity that's happening. The veil is like barely even there. It is an exciting, fun, thrilling time to be alive, believe it or not. Like, I'm thrilled. I'm busy, but I'm not overly busy. And I'm making adjustments so that I get out of that like framework that I've conditioned myself to always be in, always on, always performing, always what's next? I got to do this and I got to do that. This is no time for that. Because guess what? The world is not going to reopen tomorrow. And everything's going to be okay. It's all going to be just fine. So don't rush. Don't stress yourself out unnecessarily. You need to be your healthiest self. Stress kills your immunity. No matter what, it's a fact. So eat lots of fresh anything. The closest you can get to picking it off of the plant, the best you can be. All right. So astrology, I wanted to talk about planets in retrograde. There's a bunch of them, and it's important stuff. I guess the big headline is that Venus is retrograde. So I'll just tell you what the heck retrograde means. Retrograde is when it appears that, oh my goodness, a whole bunch of hearts started flying. How cool is that? Thank you, guys. A retrograde planet is when it appears that a planet is moving backwards in its orbit from Earth's perspective. So if you're at a red light and you let off your brake, it looks like the car next to you is moving backwards. That's what it appears like when a planet is retrograde. So the energies of that planet, well, first the planet appears that it's slowing down, pausing. Then when it's pausing, the energy kind of like shooting out of it is really, really extra, more focused and concentrated. And then it looks like it's going backwards. And when it goes backwards, we go inwards with those things. And it's a time of revisiting. It's not a time of being aggressive and pushing forward. So the planets that are retrograde, Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and beautiful things, beautifully aesthetic and also beautiful. So she's retrograde Oh, I got all blurry. I turned my head for 2 seconds and I got all blurry. There we go. So Venus being retrograde, it's suggested that you don't get married during a Venus retrograde, because everything is not to the surface, or there might not be a bunch of I can't talk. Might not be 100% clarity or understanding or mutualness. It's okay if like stuff was already underway, but you don't. And when you first meet somebody, so like right now, Venus is retrograde. It's going to be there for 40 days, which should bring us to, I think, early June. A month would be the middle of June, late June. I think it's around June 24th or something. So during this time, any romantic flings will probably just be that, flings. This is also a time that exes show back up. People from the past resurface. So when planets are retrograde, old dirt gets kicked back up. And we may have dreams about the past. But also it's opportunities to heal. So if you suddenly hear from somebody you hadn't heard of in a long time, or you run into somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, that's what this retrograde energy is about, especially with Venus. It could be exes, relationships, stuff like that. But something's coming in saying that you might also, so the words were you might find money. You might find something that has been lost. Yeah, so that's cool too. And I need to scroll because some stuff you guys are talking. Hello, hello, hello. Perfect analogy. Thank you. You will take a toll on you. And what brings you joy? It could turn if you don't stop, pull back, breathe, and not feel so pressured, even if you're doing it to yourself. Yeah, that is exactly so true. All right. Hello, Patricia. Yes, we got to reset. You got to. Hey, Lynn. We have to. Congratulations on your new grandbaby. I love seeing all these baby pictures all over the place. Hello, Rena. Cool. And hello, Kathy. Awesome. I love it. So many people. This is so much fun. All right. So that's Venus. So Venus is going to be retrograde to the end of June. So expect to see people from the past, and you might find somebody out there is going to find some money, because that's what I was just told. All right. And then we also have the big guys. Saturn right now. Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't done with Venus. Excuse me, because we need to talk about the sign that she's in. She is in Gemini. Now, Gemini is going to be a focal point for the next year and a half. Actually, we can go on about a couple other things too. So, Venus in Gemini, she wants to learn. She's curious. Okay, so here we go again with this flingy kind of thing. So you might meet somebody, you might do a little something, something. But it's not something, most likely, I can't guarantee, but most likely it won't last. So whatever magically rides in on a white horse is just kind of vanish off into ghosting land. So Venus is very curious, playful, airy, light, not really deep. We definitely can benefit from that. Now, normally, she bebops right through signs, but because of her going retrograde and then going back over that same area in the sky before she goes back to the place that she was at before she went retrograde and then goes forward again, that's not going to be for a while. So she's going to be in Gemini for I think 2 months. So this is going to be about learning, about curiosity, but also about learning what is true for us. what is it that we love? What do we value? Because Venus is values. What is it that we value? Which includes money, but also, what else? Your values and your valuables, the things that hold value to you. Michelle has out of the blue here from an ex. Yeah, we don't want to go there. It doesn't mean you need to respond, but see, when you know ahead of time what to expect, Venus retrograde, you might hear for somebody, then so you're like armed with knowledge, so you can mentally prepare, so when it happens, you don't get so charged up or whatever it is. Very good. Okay, so Venus is going to be in Gemini for a longer time than normal. And we will be deciding what is true for us, and we might be getting pretty excited about what's true for us, and we really want to, kind of share and express and network and communicate with one another, and even join together somehow, maybe virtually or however soon things open up, don't know, because I'm in New York, not New York City, I'm on the other side of the state, and on the Buffalo side, where we're not stacked on top of each other. All right. Oh yeah. So Saturn is retrograde until July, and he is retrograde in Aquarius. So Aquarius is about freedom and bucking the system, and it is in Aquarius just for not much longer. It's going to go back into Capricorn, which is the system. So that means the system, there's going to be things that have to be revisited. So the stuff that's happening, that has been happening for the past couple months, is going to go under review and tweaking time when it goes back into Capricorn. And then in July, it'll start moving forward again. And then at the end of the year, it will go into Aquarius for good. Well, at least for the next little over 2 years. So rules, structure, restrictions, corporations, government, banking, all these things are under review with a magnifying glass. What they try to press upon the people. They're like going to do data analysis now. They collect all the information and they mull it over, come up with a new plan and put it back out there. So these are some things that you can expect. And then we have Pluto. Pluto's all about blow it the frick up. It's about rebirthing and transformational energy. He's also retrograde and in Capricorn. So they will be working together with Jupiter, who also is retrograde. Jupiter is the Santa Claus planet. It's jolly and fun, and whatever Jupiter touches, it expands and it makes it bigger. So right now we have Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, Jupiter and Pluto retrograding in Capricorn, and they're only 3 degrees away from each other. So this is governments, corporations, banking, all kind of looking over things, what worked, what didn't work over the past couple months, rewriting and tweaking, and then putting new rules or laws or regulations out and seeing how that goes. The moon's nodes changed signs not long ago into Gemini and Sagittarius. So that is super important because over the next year and a half, the moon's nodes change every year and a half. So right now, for the next year and a half, you can expect a lot more sources of news, a lot more places that are going to start to share information. what I would call underground. But really, it's anything that's not mainstream. So there's going to be a whole bunch more news sources popping up. And right now, over the next week or so, there's going to be some confusions coming in because of some configurations between Venus and Neptune, which can be foggy, confusion. But this also can lead us to get a little bit carried away into like La La Land and fantasizing, drinking too much, drugging, escaping, becoming numb, becoming a little bit too much. That is activated right now, and it's going to be activated a couple more times over the next couple of weeks. But I know there's a live one. I didn't write down the exact dates, but this week coming up, today's Saturday. Actually, I think today's one of the, I should just look on my gosh darn software here instead of guessing. Venus is at 21 degrees and Neptune's at 20. So not quite yet, but let's see, animate forward a couple days. No. So it'll be sometime during the week, early in the week. But we're already feeling this now. So just be careful if you get a little bit carried away on the, try to keep things in balance. Make sure you got some aspirin to take care of your headache. Or you don't do things that you regret. Because it's a very easy time to lose yourself, to lose perspective of things, to get a little bit ungrounded, to get a little bit too dreamy, a little bit too fantasizing, those kinds of things. So just make sure you stay grounded as best as you can. And, when you are armed up with wisdom of what you can expect or what the energies are, then you're the master of it. Instead of letting life happen pouncing to you, you're already a step ahead of the game because your buddy Susie, woo! I've been getting a ton of people wanting to get their astrology done, which is awesome because just getting your chart done tells you so much about you. And then I tell you what's going on currently for you and then what you can expect over the next year, 3, 6, 9, 12 months. Very valuable information. It's so cool. Like when the sun in the sky is going through your 8th house, sometimes we're having a dark night of the soul or there's a big psyche, really, really figuring out who we are. But also it brings in other people's money. It brings in payoffs. It brings in, settlements, collecting from people who owe you money where they finally pay you back. Unexpected, even government money. So you might be able to find out when you can expect your stimulus if you didn't get it by when the sun's going through your 8th house. It rules other people's resources. So it's just so cool. It's so, so cool. And I am going to be teaching it because, why take information to the grave? We should be sharing information, not hoarding it. Because the more you know, the more you know. And isn't it just awesome? I think so. So yeah, you can watch for that. I will be announcing it. Oh yes. Also, so that guy Kunal that I have collaborated with. He's from Dubai, and he is doing. I had a meeting with him today, and he is doing a workshop on forgiveness. Now, I went through this workshop. It's freaking awesome. So it's a guided something. Kunal's energy is amazing. He's very, very intuitive. And it's only going to be a little over an hour long, the whole thing. And you're going to reach certain levels that are going to heal certain aspects of you. Now, let me ask you something. Is there somebody that you can really benefit from forgiving or from being forgiven from? Because if you say no, I'm not going to believe you. We've all done things that we kind of wish we hadn't said, hurtful things, done hurtful things, been revengeful. And then by the same token, we've all been crossed, double crossed, robbed, cheated, lied to, all those stuff. So this workshop, which is this week, it's this week. I just got it live on my website. It is, I can't believe this is the middle of May. It's Wednesday at 8 at night. This Wednesday, 8 o'clock, okay? Eastern, New York time. And so we go through this process for forgiveness of self and others, forgiving and receiving all that. Highly recommend it, and it's only $21. $21. Yeah. See, we are not out to grab you by your ankles and turn you upside down and shake all your money out of your pockets. That's not what we're about. We're heart-based people. We're not money-based people. And that's what light workers should be. Like a true light worker is not focused on your dollars. They're focused on your wellness. That's the difference. But being that that's also our job, it's our livelihood. But when you do what you love, everything else just falls into place. And that's true for anything. So if you're in a job that you hate, then that's discord. And it's going to leak into other areas of your life. It's so important to do what you love. Okay, so listen. You're going to want to be on that workshop this Wednesday. It's only $21. Okay, it's on my website. It's called Forgiveness Workshop. $21 this Wednesday at 8. And if you sign up and for some reason you can't make it, you'll get the recording. Highly, highly recommend it because I did it. Yeah, very powerful. Kunal's awesome. Okay. Oh, yes. So the retrograde stuff. The retrograde stuff. Okay, so Jupiter is retrograde. I already talked about all that. Okay. Oh, yeah. So the next year and a half, we are talking about, I got to catch up to your comments here. The next year and a half, how much past life info are you able to see other than reading our astrological charts? I could definitely benefit from that forgiveness workshop. Oh my God, yeah. It is a good one. It's short, sweet, powerful, and for $21 I will do it all day because it's anyway, it's that good. So the question Michelle has is, how much past life info are you able to see? Well, that's so funny you should ask, because today I took a 5-hour class about past lives. Now it kind of enhanced what I already knew and solidified some stuff, so you can tell a whole lot about somebody's most recent past life or most recent kind of group of past lives from your chart. And that has to do with the south node, the sign of the south node, the placement of the south node, and then any aspects like squares or oppositions or conjunctions to the south node. But I don't want to get all techie on you because I don't want to lose your interest. So, yes, you can find out past life information. You can find out what your mission is, what it is that you are here to do, what your best types of people for relationships would be, like requirements. Like if you have your Venus in a water sign, if you have your Mercury in a water sign and you don't have a heck of a lot of air going on, then the best partner for you is not somebody who is always like, blah, 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 blah. Somebody, for that example, would benefit. The best person for that person to be with would be somebody who is quiet and reserved, and who's energetically sensitive, who doesn't do well with crowds and noisy people and stuff like that. So there's so much you can get just from getting your birth chart done, and everybody who is a parent should get their kids done if they're still little, because that helps you understand how they learn and what kind of an environment will be the most supportive and certain challenges that they may face. So this gives you a big heads up with your kids. It's really, really powerful stuff. It's awesome. And I guess then the question comes in, are we So it's like the feather. Are we a feather blowing around in the wind? Are we the wind? Are we both? Is it fate? Is there free choice? It's both. So what is awesome when you get your chart done, it's kind of like your cosmic fingerprint. It doesn't change, but what does change is your level of awareness, your consciousness, because we all have all of the signs in our chart. So you might say, well, gosh, I'm a Leo, but I'm really shy. That is going to be because that person, where their degree of Leo is below the horizon. An introverted Leo. They exist. Yeah. So, and everyone doesn't always behave like what their sun sign is, because there might be some really important other aspects in that chart. So I'll be teaching you guys that. It's not up yet. You can't buy it yet. The work, it's done. I just haven't put it on my page, and I haven't advertised it yet or any of that. It's coming. So there'll be, what did I just say? Astrology, tarot, and what else do I do? Astrology, tarot. I will be doing, oh yes, the crystals workshop. I'm going to be doing it again in June. Some people missed it, and I didn't want to, my intention was to use the recording, but everybody who participated, because we had the cameras on, like, I don't think it's right, out of respect for privacy, to sell that video with other people in it, because maybe they don't want to be seen by however many people are going to buy that. So I need to record it without having the other people in it. So I have to figure out how to do that. So I'm going to hold it again in June. Maybe we should pick a day right now. I am wide open in June. We'll figure it out. Maybe a Thursday evening, dinner time. I don't know. What time is good for you guys? Do you like evening things, or? Yes, I do birth charts. I am a professional astrologer. I do birth charts. I do transit reports. I do compatibility. I do children. I do, I can talk to you about your soul groups, people that have incarnated with you before. I can tell you everything about a person with their chart. Oh, cool. Yeah, good. Good. Okay, what else am I talking about? So I will be doing the crystals workshop again in June. If you're interested in that, I send you a baggie of the crystals we're going to use, 9 crystals that we use, and I ship them to you. And then during the workshop, we connect with the crystals. I show you how to wake up your energy, your little readers, and it's awesome. And it's also, nobody else teaches it this way, which is awesome too. So it's copyrighted because nobody else teaches it this way. I'm really proud of that. And that's going to grow into some other really, really cool stuff too. There is a couple, I have some books out there somewhere. They're not done yet, so they're all in the works. Okay. So I've been yapping away for almost 40 minutes. Maybe we should do some cards. Oh, I wanted to finish telling you guys about the next year and a half, just briefly. So those moon's nodes are in Gemini and Sagittarius. So there's going to be way more news agencies or sources of information coming up, and you're really going to have to use discernment. See if it holds true for you in here, not up there. That's really the biggest lesson I can tell anybody, is to don't think so gosh darn much, because thinking gets you into trouble. When you operate from your heart, that's where the truth is. So as these new information sources appear out of the woodwork, they're going to be popping up everywhere. There's going to be a lot of confusion, and we're not going to know who to trust, what to trust. What they say today is true, but now we've learned something else out about that person. And this is going to be a bit of a trend. So things are going to be a little bit cloudy. And you will learn your own discernment by seeing how information sits with you. How do you feel in your gut? That's your second brain. How do you feel in your heart? And measure it up your own self. Does this feel true to me? And don't overthink. Thinking gets us in trouble. You got to learn to shut off your mind, because our mind it second guesses. It does not speak kindly to us. We're not always saying and behaving best when we're operating from our head. We end up being control freaks when we operate too much from our head, and we don't like give things up to allow things to play through for our highest interest. We try to control it all the time, and then we distract ourselves from our own true selves of our heart. I hope that made sense. It sounded a little bit hairy. Okay. There's definitely some stuff going on with belief systems, religions, and spirituality over the next year and a half. So you're going to have to figure it out for yourself, because what is true for you is not true for you, is not true for you, is not true. So, but there's certain things that are true for you and you and you and you, but not everything. So the biggest thing that you can expect is you're not going to know who to trust, what to trust, and you will be further forced to go within. So really take advantage of this time to get to know yourself on an intimate level. That sounds kind of kinky, but really get to know yourself. That's my best advice to you. You don't have to listen to anybody. You don't have to trust anybody. You have to do what's right in your heart, because your heart will never lie. The head gets confused. All right, let me get caught up. Oh, thank you, Dennis, for posting the link. So Dennis was kind enough to post the link to my services. If you're interested in booking a reading or a healing session, I do very, very powerful healing sessions. And it's not Reiki, even though I have my Reiki certifications. For me, it just wasn't powerful enough. It wasn't enough. So the healing modalities that I use they'll blow your socks off. Very, very effective. Okay, so let's pull a couple cards. I'm looking at the decks I have over there. I think it's the unicorn deck. All right, let me grab that unicorn deck and let's pull some cards. And hopefully you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I've gotten into a horrible habit of ice cream. I see it showing up in the jowls. I got to get to walking my dog. That's what, get those energies, get the chi moving and the rolls to melt away. All right. So this is the deck I'm using, Oracle of the Unicorns. Awesome, beautiful deck. And all right, so I'm just going to clear for a moment, and awesome. So everything always happens like before it can come out of my mouth, and it's just the way it works. Like you guys probably feel things, you know things maybe before I actually say them, because that's how quick. It's just the way it works. It takes too long to explain, and you probably don't care how it works. All right, so we're gonna do. I usually just do one card, I thought. So why am I getting three? So I'm getting 3 cards. You guys are so cute. It's almost like I can hear you like talking and being excited. It's like your own higher selves. I love it. That's awesome. I really love the connection. I love talking to you guys. You're so nice. Okay. So So I'm getting that this card has to do with certain things that we have to clean up. I do as I'm guided. I don't question. I don't think. Magic. Isn't that pretty? Where's that stupid reflection coming from? Magic. Okay, it says, make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. Now, since I'm not doing a 1-card draw, I'm not going to read out of the book. Hey, I'm a unicorn. It's like this is my head. I'm so silly. So anyways, so to help your own selves on your healing journey and on your spiritual awakening path, call in your higher self, your spiritual guidance, the God of your understanding, your angels, ascended masters, whoever it is, you can just call that in. Come near. I would like to work with you. And then, you know, my head gets in the way. Who's you? Who are you talking to? Just do it for yourself. Call in your own power. You know, the biggest problem is that we limit ourselves, that we put limits on ourselves, and we think that we have to play in these boxes. Hell no! No! We are limitless. You're an infinite being of divine light. You are infinite. You're infinite. So you can call in your higher self to help you understand this, or your guardian angel to work with you. Call on your magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. So if you could ask for anything for yourself right now, what would it be? So yeah, so I'm told to walk you through it. So if you have a wish for yourself, right, actually take a minute and think. If you could have anything you want, what is it for yourself? What about yourself? If you could have anything for yourself, like a superpower. I really wouldn't want to suggest possessions, because possessions are finite. We are infinite. What would you wish for yourself? What would you like? I would like to have better relationships, or I would like to have more confidence. I would like to feel better about myself. I would like to not get angry as much. I would like to be happier, or get to know who I am, or forgive, or anything like that. Okay, so just for yourself, think about that. Okay, so the next card is telling me it's going to be an action card. Set your intention. So this is showing up in reverse from what I'm telling you. Okay, so it's intent. I don't want that dumb glare. Where's that line coming from? That's annoying. Oh, it's my laptop. All right, I'll stop moving. Okay, so it says, be clear. It is important to be clear on what it is that you want. Be specific. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. Because why? Because you're infinite. You are infinite. You're an infinite divine being of light. That's what you are. We're like zeros and ones. So cool. So it is. It's true. Okay, so the first one said to make a wish, and then the second one said to set your intentions. So maybe this will be the action card, but we're doing 3 cards, and here comes the third card. So let's see what it is. Ooh, so past life. How pretty. Past lives. Cool. So maybe you need me to do your chart and tell you what your past life was. Okay, the words say, release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. That's always true. That's always true. And our self node tells us what our weaknesses are, what our comfort zone is, and we have to learn how to break out of our comfort zone. As we all hate to do it. We don't want to come out of our comfort zone because it's comfortable. But you won't grow. You won't evolve if you never leave your comfort zone. And we are here. We are incarnate because we need to learn and grow and evolve and apply our lessons. Otherwise, we just keep on running in a vicious circle, banging our head against the wall and getting the same results. So we have to be able to expand and explore and to learn and journey and do things and live your life. Don't be reserving and stockpiling stuff, and live your life. Live your life. And I got a buzzing in my ear. So one of you guys really needed to hear that. You're here to live your life and grow and expand, not here to stockpile everything for what if. No, be present. Be present. It's a gift. Present. Gift, present. Present, gift, right? Like, yay. Yeah, so this is really loud in my ear. And now I'm being told to never mind it, because whoever needed to hear that got to hear that. So how cool. So to help you understand what that card represents, past lives, it's about healing past karma. Okay, so so actually that goes right back to forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself for perhaps allowing other people to overpower you, or maybe you believed somebody else's lies. Whatever it is, you have to stake your claim to it, own it, but then you need to release it. You don't want to hang on to it because it's heavy and it lives in your bubble. Get rid of that. Get out of here. So now you have an open bubble. You can fill it with beautiful, pure white light. That's how it works. So to release stuff from our past lives really does mean to apply the lesson and expand and grow and evolve. Get out of your comfort zone and go towards whatever the north node is for you. And again, the nodes are points. They're not planets. They're not asteroids or anything. They're points on the chart. It has to do with the moon's ecliptic. Or the moon's location on the ecliptic as it rotates. It's getting too splitty hairy. All right, let's see. What do you guys say? What? The link doesn't work on the feed? Really? If I click on this, I'm probably going to close my window, so I don't want to do that. Oh, good. It did work. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Oh, Meredith! Oh, my God! How are you? It's awesome to see you. Sweet. Thank you for sharing, Michelle. Jillian, okay. Oh, she did my birth chart and a healing session. It was awesome. Highly recommend. Thank you. 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 How are you? Hello. Hello. How do I release? Well, to release it, you have to be able to identify it. So it's whatever the south node is in your chart is stuff that you have inherent. It's it's stuff that you're already good at. And we tend to behave the negative aspects of that sign when we're not in balance. And then whatever the north node is, that is what we should be striving towards, whatever sign it's in, whatever house it's in. And then any squares to our nodes shows us places of outside intervention, outside people who try to trip us up and try to prevent us from being our best self. Now, this can be manipulative parents. It can be, it's outside sources that cause us stumbling blocks. But a lot of times those stumbling blocks are our greatest teachers. So it can be, wow, what did I learn from that experience? It could be, whoever wronged you, my lesson is, wow, I never want to become like that. Thank you for showing me, what I don't want to be. There's always a way to make it so that you can be grateful, always. And just also know that hurt people. It's the nature of the game. Like, if you're not operating from a place of love, then you're operating from a place of insecurities and fears. And the goal here is to help you to come into complete love for self, love and acceptance, and understanding that you are an infinite being of divine light You could have and do anything you want. Anything. If you can dream it, you can do it. It's so, so true. And where we're moving as we move into this age of Aquarius is space travel. Hey, let's go take a vacation and go live on Mars for a while. Like that, I think that's going to happen in our lifetime. That we're actually going to see this in our lifetime. Travel is going to change. There's going to be huge jumps in science and discoveries and inventions. Huge, 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 huge. Now, this is setting the pace for the next 180 years later this year. The last 200 years have been the Industrial Revolution. We've been where Pluto and all that Capricorn energy, which in 2024, Pluto's going to change signs into Aquarius too. So we're really moving in the age of Aquarius, and which is an air sign. And air is about the air waves, communication, using the throat chakra, networking, the internet. So there's going to be billions more businesses popping up online. The way we communicate is going to change. And eventually, what they call our dead DNA is going to start to come online. I can't wait. So this is so exciting. I mean, it's already now, but we as this aspect of ourselves, the 3D version of ourselves, is super slow, super heavy, super dense. So everything else is like, way ahead of us. It's already done. Other versions of ourselves, the higher dimensional aspects of ourselves, it's already like there. It's already who we are. But by the time, it's kind of like slow motion. By the time we can catch up, it's like the difference between time, space, and space time. And you could bend all that stuff. Like time is illusory. And I guess that's another workshop, isn't it? Or another live or something. Okay, so let's see. I am just about at an hour. Do you guys have any questions? Let's see. Hey, Ty. It's one of my crystal guys. Dead DNA. So scientists say we only use a very small percent of our DNA. And they call the rest of it dead DNA, like inactive or dormant DNA. Well, we don't have it to be dead and dormant. It's just like we only use a tiny percentage of our brain. So they say we only actively use a very small percentage of our DNA, and that the rest of it is like offline. Well, we're telepathic beings, but the 3D version is much heavier. We need to, like, language is very hard and sharp. But if you can just convey, like, if you are sitting in the presence of somebody who is awesome, or if we're sitting in the presence who's somebody is miserable, you can feel that. You don't even need to look at them. You can feel it. It's these senses, that extrasensory aspect of ourselves, that we need to tap back into and bring it back online, but then really, really enhanced. So it's not that we need to evolve in a 3D sense. We need to remember, we need to relearn how to utilize what we've got. Like, we're so watered down and unhealthy with calcification in our pineal gland thanks to fluoride. Like, don't use fluoride toothpaste. Fluoride rots holes in your teeth. Fluoride is a chemical toxin, and it's a byproduct of some chemical dumping something. I forget, but it's like, don't use fluoride anything. And if you go to a dentist, you don't want a fluoride treatment. It's detrimental to your health. You don't want fluoride. And what do they put in our water? Fluoride. It's not good for you. Never drink tap water, ever. Okay. All right. So let's see. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions? Today is Saturday. It's 11 o'clock. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, yeah. So I have a bunch of collaborations going on besides collaborating with Kunal. I'm going to be on a special next Saturday evening with Dennis with the Magic Tones. Awesome people. You can watch my page. I'll be sharing it, and I'll be live next Saturday at, I think, 7. Is that right? I live out of my book. Yeah, 7 o'clock. So I think I should be able to share it on my page as well. So next Saturday at 7, I'll send you guys a reminder. And thank you for the love. That is so cool. This is so much fun. Let's see. So yeah, I'll be having that crystals class available again in June. I'll probably figure out the date after I hang up with you guys, because I don't have to write it. It's already done. I just need to give you enough lead time so if you order it and I can mail you the crystals, that you receive them in time. I think that's it. You guys got any questions for me? Any astrology questions? Are you guys interested in the astrology class workshop? I'll be teaching astrology. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I love you too. It makes me so happy. Last call for questions. And if you don't already, please like my YouTube channel. It is Woo Life. I will eventually get my stuff over there. But right now, my website, susie-woo.com, because I want you to live a life that makes you say, wow! Great, great. Hi, Marlene. I'm just getting ready to hang up. You almost caught me, but I've been on for an hour. You can always watch from the beginning if you want to. So, good. Okay, good. Do we have anything else? I think that's it. We did it. Questions? What do DNA healing meditations do? It depends who's giving it. So, Jerry Sargent does some good ones with Star Magic Healing. But really, DNA activations are helping to wake up that dormant or dead DNA. But you have to be ready. Like if you can't walk, you can't run a marathon. You have to take the steps to get to where you are before you can go to the next step. You can't skip steps with ascension. And if you open your psychic abilities too rapidly, you get all muffled up. So if you do it and you don't get anything out of it, it might not make sense to you, or it might cause confusion. So I guess see if it feels right. If it feels right, go for it. But for people that do DNA healing meditations, some of them are doing it for immunity because of what's going on. I think there's no one blanket answer, because I watch a lot of what people are doing out there, and some of it just feels fake, just to be honest, and some of it just doesn't resonate with me. So the source of whoever's doing it, it doesn't jive with me. So whoever you choose to work with, make sure that you have a comfort level. Make sure, like, if you're getting a little nagging feeling like, I don't know, then don't do it. Work with people that you feel comfortable with, because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes of just what you're physically looking at. Your senses are so developed that it's all happening before it ever comes to your realization in your mind. Your higher self always knows, and your higher self is always trying to, like, take your hand and help you along to where you need to be for your own personal evolution and growth. So some people will say, DNA repair, DNA healing. There's different phrases they're going to use, but there's no one size fits all to answer that question, because they're all coming from wherever they're coming from. They're coming from different places and different energies. So like one of the energies I work with is Arcturian. And when the Arcturians work with you, it's very strong and fast. Whoosh! And it's done. And so like massive healing. But there's different, like Kunal's healing is more feminine feeling. It's delicate and slower, where you can take your time with it. Arcturians is like, and then when I work with Star Magic healing, that's Jerry Sargent's. That was the big opener for me. It's very direct, very powerful, but I like to step through it instead of just whoosh. It's a little bit more structured, I guess. I think I answered you. Right? Don't work with anybody if you're not comfortable, because they can do more damage than good with your own energy. This is your energy. It is your life. Your energy. You are in charge of your own energy. You are the master of your destiny. So everything you do is a choice. And like the Rush song, and now I forget what it is, but to make a choice is still the choice. You still have made a choice. Da-da-da. Free will, of course. Naturally. All right. Let's see. Did anybody say anything else? Hi, I'm so happy to see you. Marlene, I need to get some herbs from you. I need my tea ingredients, my hibiscus and my kava. I gotta connect with you. Marlene is the owner of Crazy Train Apothecary, and she's brilliant, inherently brilliant when it comes to plants, plant medicine. Look up Crazy Train Apothecary. Connect with Marlene. She will so take care of you. She is amazing. I can't say enough good about her. You know, everybody that connects is good. I love the people in my circle. I love my clients. You all become friends. And it's like a family. It's just so cool. So cool. I really appreciate you guys a lot. All right. Okay, guys, I think that's it. So I'm going to putter around, probably get that crystal workshop online. Check back on my website for any updates. You can subscribe to my mailing list. I got to send you guys like a newsletter. I really need to get on that too, but I'm slowing down. I will get to it. And then I marry people too. So there's a couple of couples I've heard from just in the past few days. They're getting anxious because they had to put off their wedding dates, which is, that's horrible. I wouldn't recommend getting married during Venus retrograde though. All right. And this is not 100% either. There are people who've gotten married during Venus retrograde and they're still happy. It's not 100%. There is no 100%. It's all probability. So there's always that, couple of percentage where the rule doesn't apply. All right. I think that's good. Okay. Let me come give you a big old hug. Oh, I love you guys. Love, 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 love. Oops. All right. All right. Have a great night. If you have any questions, you want to book me, you can message me here or go to my website, susie-woo.com. And I do very, very powerful energy healing, psychic mediumship, astrology, of course, personal astrology, relationship astrology, soul astrology. I can tell you who you were in a past life, all kinds of super mega awesome, very, very cool stuff. And then also I can tell you what to expect down the road a little bit. And yeah, so thanks for joining me. Please, anybody who's into this kind of cool stuff, crystals, astrology, my other company is called Woo Life. It's woolife.org. So you can go there, subscribe there, and I'll be back sometime soon. It's just random. You never know when I'm going to pop on. So I'm grateful for you that you found me and that you're here. And hopefully life is good where you are, and spend this time learning to figure out who you are, and you learn to love and honor that self, because you are a divine being of light, and I love you. All righty, guys. That's it for me. Have a beautiful evening, and thank you again. Good night.